Hello, my friends, and today's Read Aloud is Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Definitely a classic. They made it into a movie too. It's kind of a grown-up kind of a movie, but it was interesting. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. Ooh, those are some wild things. But who's wilder? Max? Max or the wild things? Who's wilder? Hmm, let's find out. So, the night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. You know what mischief is, right? Yeah, you get into some mischief sometimes. Of one kind. And another. Ooh, what's he doing? Oh, yeah. Definitely making mischief. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. How cool is that? And grew. And grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And the ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through day and night. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. Can you roar your terrible roar? They gnashed their terrible teeth. Can you gnash your terrible teeth? And they rolled their terrible eyes. Can you roll? I can't do that. Rolling eyes is hard. And they showed their terrible claws. Those are some scary claws. Till Max said, "Be still." And he tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him king of all of the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." What, a wild rumpus? What might that be? What do you think? What could the wild rumpus be? Let's find out. Ooh, what are they doing? You think they're howling at the moon? Ooh, why don't you howl at the moon? Ooh. Oh, that looks like fun. Maybe the Wild Rumpus is a parade. I don't know. Now stop, Max said, and he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. And then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." And the wild things, well, they roared their terrible roars. Let me see you do it. They gnashed their terrible teeth. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Can you wave goodbye? And he sailed back over a year, in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. It was still hot. The end. Where the Wild Things Are, Stories and Pictures by Maurice Sendak. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Roar your terrible roars. See you later, everybody.